to live.
Oh yeah.
I go live. Facebook live one.
Facebook coming on.
Facebook live two. We live everywhere today. Today, look, Bitcoin Day is back. Everybody, it's about to be a
Back
lit
at the
show.
building. Oh yeah. Had to go to Vegas real quick.
Oh, I told everybody you was going on business. Come on, dog.
Yeah, it was for business.
There we go.
Bitcoin shirt was popping. I had a lot of people hit me up.
There we go.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Gentlemen of Crypto, everybody. Episode 68. I am King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we are bridging the gap between cryptocurrency and the community.
Ooh, that's smooth. Today is gonna be a great
And the
day.
shirt,
Honey Badger don't quit.
Honey Badger don't quit. Yeah, he don't quit. Honey Badger of money. Oh, they call Bitcoin Money Badger. Yeah, so.
I need to post that Honey Badger video up. A lot of people haven't seen the Honey Badger video, but I'm gonna post it on our official Twitter today. It is too funny. It's rated R, PG-13 rated R, so if you got kids, don't let them watch it because of the language in it, but it is seriously funny. All right, so let's get right into it. First of all, for the free Bitcoin from 2 days ago, Alex Daly and Chris Love, we still got you. We haven't sent it yet. We've been running around. But for
Network is super clogged.
Yeah,
so.
network is clogged. So Alex and Chris, we have you. We're gonna send it. No, don't worry. You know we get behind sometimes. We haven't forgot. But for the Bitcoin for today, for who won yesterday, is the P-Man Van. P-Man Van is over here taking. P-Man Van, just start putting. You're not gonna take the Bitcoin anymore because you know you're a true champ in our book.
Oh, yeah.
But you know, again, I was asking who is behind the DDoS attacks on the exchanges, who's trying to, spam the Bitcoin network, and all this FUD that's being spread about Bitcoin. Who's behind it? Was what I was asking. So the P-Man Van basically wrote us a little poem,
a hell of a haiku.
A haiku, a little soliloquy. I can't even say the word right. But he said, there once was two boys named Bird and Woo. To spam Bitcoin, they knew what to do. Spread FUD and lie like thugs and fly BCash straight to the moon.
Oh yeah.
So and then he said, P.S. It just may be the evil tulips as well.
Yeah.
Again, he made us laugh. Great comment. We appreciate it.
Might have something to do with it. Yeah.
Might have something to do with it. So of course you're gonna get the free Bitcoin today. And to go along with all of that, of course, we are gonna roll straight from that comment to today's top story.
Oh man, King.
Top.
He said it yesterday.
I mean, if we didn't talk about this yesterday. I mean, crazy. We were just talking about spamming that word, Bitcoin FUD, who's behind it, X, Y, and Z. You know, I take a nap around 3:30 p.m. yesterday. You know, I take a quick little nap. Can I take a nap so I don't have to trade all day?
Yeah.
I wake up an hour or two later, and guess what, people? BCash is added to Coinbase now.
Oh man.
I mean, what is going on?
I saw the news as it happened, and if you watched, what happened, the way I figured it out was I was looking at Bitcoin charts. And I just seen a red candle. It was that wick.
That's when you knew something was up.
It was just going. That wick was longer than roots. I was like, good gracious, how far down is it gonna go?
Antonio, there go the analogies right there.
Yeah, like it just kept going. I was like, well, BCash must be pumping because if you've been around since BCash has come out, what always happens is if Bitcoin pumps. It's like BCash is like the jealous cousin who didn't get any attention, and then all of a sudden BCash just pumps out of nowhere, and it was almost timed perfectly because Vair is going on CNBC tonight.
Oh man, I hope they have somebody real that interview him, even though I know they won't.
Yeah.
It would be nice to have somebody real. Let's get old boy. What's his name that did it last time?
Yeah. We should get. I forget his
John
name.
or something. I can't remember.
Yeah,
no.
I forget, but he.
Yeah, whoever interviewed Bird last time needs to interview him again on CNBC for us.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was funny yesterday. But as soon as I saw that, all of a sudden Twitter started blowing up, and then I saw it got added to Coinbase, and then the situation around how it got pumped on Coinbase, it went to like $8,500 for what? And it was a glitch, so that happened. But then boom, GDAX shuts down right after it, like right on time, 9,500, sorry, and then GDAX shuts down right after it. So I don't know. It's becoming such a funny pattern at this point. It's becoming almost as funny as the China bans Bitcoin news.
It is actually. It just comes out so often.
It's like, come on, man. And we talked about what do you think would be added on Coinbase. A lot of people said Ripple. Yeah. Some people said BCash. But I remember they made the announcement a few months ago. They were like, they're not releasing it until January 18th for everybody who had BCash.
But surprise. What do we always say? Again, yesterday pointed out. I said when it comes to businesses. They don't have to tell us nothing. It's a business. They can just, hey, you know what?
Welcome to crypto.
4:30, 4 o'clock p.m. Let's just, let's launch it. Let it go.
Yeah.
What's that? 7 p.m. on the East Coast. I don't know what time it is overseas.
On a Tuesday.
On the Tuesday, they like, you know what?
They're going up.
Let it fly. Let it fly.
On the Tuesday, yeah. That BCash pump was it was funny, and in my opinion, you know, it was artificial. I mean, I didn't really see any innovation with BCash to make it do it. So.
Exactly, Tony. We saw it go up a couple of days before. That's why we kind of pointed that direction of the FUD, the Bitcoin yesterday. We've been seeing it go up as well. So I was like, come on, man. Like, you know what? Like I said, I'm not the best at the technical analysis, all that, but I know how to read trends and patterns. All right, and I'm like, hold on, what's about to happen right now? And it happened. I mean, it's.
Yeah, and when the news lines up with the charts, you get what we get.
You get both.
Yeah,
you get both. It's amazing.
Yeah. Somebody said they almost crashed. They saw while I was driving. Yeah. I mean, I was sitting at my desk laid back, like, oh my god, I can't believe they did this. Like,
the glitch.
Yeah,
exactly.
The glitch, exactly. And I mean, to me, it was just a big joke because I got back in LA right when it started. Like literally 20 minutes, got in, sat down, and boom, it happened right in front of me. So it was.
What's going on, Evan?
Yeah, it was one of those things, you know. That's crypto. Hey, welcome to crypto.
That's the Wild West. And you know,
thanks, Brian, Brittany, for joining.
Going along with that story, I guess now Coinbase. You know, the top story is Coinbase is now probing for a breach in Bitcoin Cash listing, saying it's market manipulation because, of course, like somebody just pointed out, it started pumping a couple of days before. Slowly but steadily, it already started pumping. So you saw the flash pump or the glitch or whatever, and then the sell-off, which means someone made a lot of money.
Yeah.
Someone made a lot of money very quickly yesterday. So now Coinbase is saying they're investigating. To me, it's interesting because, you know what, I'm not even going to go there. I was about to go to a really bad one. I'm going to say whenever people say they're going to police themselves or do an internal investigation within themselves, I mean, come on, really? That's like...
Yeah. We're going to look at our employees.
We're going to look,
Oh, yeah.
Really? So if you did have employees who were doing some type of market manipulation or insider trading, sometimes say it. If you had employees doing that, would you really out them and possibly denigrate your own business? Highly doubt it.
Hey,
so
that's what you got to do to save face. But this is really a great marketing tool for decentralized exchanges. Because honestly, people that are just getting into space, like, I mean, I've seen the struggles of these exchanges for years. It's like, oh my goodness, get it together. They've had trouble scaling, which is, that's a part of growing. And, I'm sticking with the business. But in the future, when decentralized exchanges come about and they're like, oh, you can do trades instantly and we don't hold your funds on the exchange. I mean, all this innovation that's coming with it, I've seen with atomic swaps. I mean, it's almost inevitable that the centralized way of having to go through Coinbase is going to move. The more people have to use cryptos to pay, because think about it, Bitcoin as a form of payment is just really getting started. And then when you start seeing cryptos or people accepting Monero, like we've seen the artists that were accepting Monero all of a sudden for their CDs, then Litecoin getting accepted. I've seen way more businesses start to accept Litecoin since this pump. So trust me, once crypto becomes a currency where people are using on a regular basis, people won't want to change it back to fiat as much. So centralized exchanges will just be for newer people or for people who haven't been in it long enough. So yeah, definitely a great sign for decentralized exchanges. You definitely have a problem to solve.
Yeah, I like I said, I cannot wait until they roll out like a solid one with high liquidity and all that. Oh, we're jumping all over that thing. But
Toby, we're on YouTube, KRBE Crypto. I put it in here. We're in here. We're on live right now, and you can look on there. So. So that's
so I mean, crazy story again. Everybody was waiting, because Coinbase has said in their last interview, the new exec they just brought on, he hinted that, hey, we are going to be bringing something new. Like you said, he wasn't at first, he was saying maybe Q1, January 2018, all that good stuff. But of course, again, when it comes to business, like this is what I really like for people to wrap their head around. It's like, when it comes to business, all bets are off. Even when it comes to regulatory standards and laws, it doesn't matter. I mean, look at the big banks. Like, if you have the money to pay for it, you're too big to fail.
Yeah.
And I mean, we are really seeing that we're seeing it happen right now. So, I mean, just very interesting stories. I I always say very, very interesting. I'm still in Larry David.
Yeah.
pretty. It's pretty interesting to me. So we'll see. But on to some better news for everyone who uses Telegram or that's on Telegram. If you don't know about Telegram yet, people, and you're in the crypto community, especially if you're trading or whatever, you need to hop on Telegram ASAP. It's an app on your mobile phone, but Bitcoin transactions will now be available in the Telegram interface.
Oh yeah.
Huge. For those, again, who don't know, what's up, P-Man? We already shouted you out. You gotta make sure to watch top of the video. But it was a great comment you put in. You want a free Bitcoin. But for those who don't know about Telegram and everything, again, it's just it's a private messaging app. It's supposed to be, encrypted, untraceable, all that good stuff. So of course, all the people in the crypto community are in it. But even bigger, even if you don't participate in them, because I highly encourage people not to. They do a lot. It's a lot of different pump groups, and there are now signal groups. Yeah. But I say pay attention to it because at least you have an ideal of when you see one coin out the blue that has no new tech or anything start pumping 200-300% for a quick 30 seconds. You know why? Because you can look at the Telegram, but okay, it's an entire group, and I'm telling you, people, it's sophisticated. I mean, they literally have some groups have a guideline of how they're going to pump stuff. Yeah.
They'll have like step by step.
And they have a step by step process.
Hit this mark, and you can buy back in if you miss it.
It's a step by step process, and they even have trolls on Twitter, YouTube, and everything that will pump coins.
Coordinated pumps.
Coordinated pumps. It might be 2 or 3 weeks, and before they really do it. So if you go on Telegram, you see these pumps, don't jump into it. I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. I'm cautioning against that. But it is good just to know what's going on. But anyway, Telegram's huge. Some of these groups have up to 20, 30,000 plus people in them. But now they're saying Bitcoin transactions are going to be allowed in that interface. So again, amazing news in terms of adoption and another way to use it, send it, and do all that good stuff with it. So
and more privacy because of Telegram.
It's really about to get private now.
Yeah. So we're moving away because I think we're kind of seeing the centralization hands try and get on it. But trust me, there's plenty of people working to move it, keep it decentralized, keep everything going the way it's supposed to be. Telegram, shout out to you all for that.
Yes, Telegram shout out because they actually have been doing a good job, and I think their founder or CEO about 4 or 5 months ago actually came out because I can't remember what country it was, but some government was trying to get access to Telegram messaging or something because, of course, you know how it goes, money laundering, criminal cases, bad guys, blah, blah, blah. So he was trying to, I forgot the government, which one it was, what country, but they were trying to get access to Telegram messaging, and Telegram literally stood strong, was like, no, we're not giving you nothing. Like, this is an encrypted service. I think he actually came out and said he would basically rather shut it down than give them anything. So because of that, I've been using it now for about probably 7 or 8 months. I've enjoyed the experience. I've actually met people on there. You're talking about crypto 24/7. Yeah. So I like it. I don't know.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I love it.
Yeah. So
definitely going forward.
Pretty good. Next big story though, Litecoin founder Charlie Lee. He came out today and said, or I think it was yesterday, he came out and said he's selling all of his Litecoin.
Yeah, he said he sold all of it. I don't know how much
I don't know if that's the truth, but
I mean,
again, this is business.
Yeah, exactly. He could just be saying that to show stability in the price because what I've seen is, after he sold it, the price didn't really change that much. But I don't think he sold all the crypto he has ever. I think he sold, maybe a percentage of it because if the founder of a coin, of any of these coins, sold their entire stack, the price would significantly drop for at least a small period of time. And I didn't see that, that much in Litecoin. So maybe, but I think he wants to. I've always thought he was a good guy anyway. But I think Twitter and some of these social media sites get to some of these people, and they have to try and prove that they're good people. Let me tell you something right now. Don't put anything on my Twitter.
I know he's going there.
I don't care about you. I don't know you. I don't care. So, but some of these other guys, they kind of get like, well, I gotta, save face, say blah blah blah. Don't do that to me because I don't care. But Charlie Lee, definitely a good sign for him to at least come out and say it. Yeah, it looked like he was stressed out from people putting stuff, but
I think he's stressed out. Yeah, he's definitely stressed out.
Yeah, but don't send that stuff to me.
and that's good. All right, let me clarify. Let me put my PR hat on. Bitcoin's there, of course, appreciates all the support. But as far as people antagonizing us or whatever, because it looks like not only Charlie Lee, a lot of these main influencers in the space have been going through it, and I mean, this is more than likely. I mean, they're developers. They've been in the cave for years trying to come up with brilliant ideas like Litecoin. So I'm sure they never really been in the public spotlight before. Roger very stressing too. We actually got something special for him there. Yeah. But he's stressing too. So you know what? On like a human element, we don't blame none of these people. If you've never been in the spotlight and this is your first time being an all-star and you're in front of everybody, then yes, it can get stressful. But after you've been through, like you said. Yeah. Hey, pull up.
Yeah, it's like other than that, I don't care. There's really nothing you can really say to me. Right. I did stand up and bomb before, so I had a few times. So that's the most stressful situation.
I've seen his first stand up.
Yeah, trust me, I've done stand up and bomb. So trust me, nothing can get to me. Whatever. But thanks for joining, Yino and Yinka. Thank you for joining the show.
But I mean, no, seriously, I do applaud him for trying to make the correct steps to say, hey, I'm trying to be as transparent as possible. I'm selling my Litecoin. This isn't about me. It's about the entire industry. It's about, the blockchain, Bitcoin, and Litecoin doing better and helping people. So I applaud him. I don't know if I was in that position, if I would do it for, again, a business decision. But, that's what he's truly about. It's not always about the bottom line or the dollar to everybody. So
we got a lot of good guys in crypto. So shout out to them.
Yeah, so don't give up on stand up, my guy.
I might come back with it. It's just for fun in college.
Yeah, so another big one. So I like this story because it kind of goes into the crypto market, what we're expecting to see next year. But banking giant Morgan Stanley has estimated that hedge funds have invested $2 billion in crypto this year. $2 billion. And for those who don't know, this year, I think about 150 to 175 hedge funds, at least in the United States, were formed. 150 hedge funds in 1 year to go toward crypto.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot of funds, and over $2 billion spent. So this is the way we look at it. 150 just got started. 2016, it might have been maybe 5 tops, 5 to 10 tops. 150 got started, 175. They put $2 billion into it. People, next year, I mean, they're just now getting some of their customers and clients. Next year,
some of them are waiting for NASDAQ in June, so that's a whole nother wave. And like we haven't breached $1 trillion yet. That's probably what's going to do it. So because we got $2 billion so far. If you look at the growth of hedge funds just in numbers, sort of if you look at the number of people downloading wallets, you'll start to see that increase because they're not buying it to lose money. I can tell you that right now. So
there we go.
Make your decision based off that. But they're not buying. Like I said, CME futures opened up at 20K. So
right. So I don't know. It's good stuff. Are futures affecting the price of Bitcoin? No. You know what? Personally, I think honestly, Bitcoin's just exhausted. I mean, it's been running, people.
That can't go up forever.
Yeah, that thing been pumping. It's time for it to at least consolidate, if not retrace 20 or 30. We've been talking about the retracing 20-30% correct. We don't like calling it a correction because the correction is actually going up in this space. But yeah, I mean, it's been pumping nonstop. So eventually, we figure it'll run out of breath. I think it'll continue to run out of breath going. Not at this point, until Friday. Let's see what happens Friday with the debt ceiling. Let's see if we push it or what we do.
Yeah.
It looks like the tax bill just got pushed. Of course, if you're very wealthy already, the tax bill really helps you. So I know a lot of Americans are not happy with that. But December 22nd, when we figure out what's going on with the debt ceiling and if the government shuts down or whatever, I think that's the next big thing to determine the price. And if nothing really shakes from that, of course, you might get a little bit sell off for Christmas time. You might actually get some buy-in because people are sending it for gifts now or trying to buy it as a gift.
Yeah.
And then, of course, leading up to the birthday, it's going to be should be a good New Year.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely. Let's see. What does it say? Oh, yeah. Sideways movement in Bitcoin.
Said tax bill into Western civilization. Go ahead.
Yeah, he was talking about the sideways movement of Bitcoin.
Yeah, that's good.
It's good for alts and it's good for stability. But, yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where a big dip, usually something happened for it to dip like that. So now that we know, it's BCash who's trying to beat Bitcoin, so.
If you haven't seen the video, you don't know what I mean, but go watch it. But yeah, so, I don't know. Oh, another story. So I actually had this story for yesterday. Forgot to say it, but again, this is the blockchain stimulus package we always talk about. So small cap company Longfin, and this is, an actual company that's trading all that. Longfin soared 2,000% after acquiring a blockchain company last week, right? 2,000%. You remember, this is a institutional, traditional company. They're used to, solid 2%, solid 7% a year. Keep your teeth white.
Yeah, get 10%, get a raise.
Right, get 10%, get a raise. So they soared 2,000%. And the notes say what? Longfin rose 230% Friday and was up more than fivefold at one point Monday, which brought its 2-day surge to more than 2,000%. The small cap financial technology company said it was buying a blockchain company, Zidu, on Friday. Of course, that's what caused the rise. The company had its IPO on NASDAQ just last week. So you're talking about in 1 week on NASDAQ, a traditional company jumped 2,000%.
Just for saying blockchain or investing in a blockchain company.
You do not see that. You literally don't see that. So I know Wall Street's going like batshit crazy. I gotta say, like they're gonna
buy some blockchain company. It
Right.
may not even matter. It can be Billy Blockchain from who cares. They're just gonna be like, yeah, we got a blockchain company now.
But
2,000%.
Here's why the story is really interesting to us. Again, it's the business move we keep talking about, and people not doing their own research, which you must do. Meridian Enterprises, which sold Zidu to Longfin. So Zidu is the blockchain company. So Meridian Enterprises, which sold Zidu to Longfin, is a private Singapore company that is 95% owned by Longfin's CEO and chairman Venkat Mavelli. So the guy who owns the blockchain company said he was going to acquire it with his real company on the NASDAQ, and people bought into it, but he owns the other one too. It's like, it's madness right now.
Hey, I'm buying my own
shit. It is madness in this space.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey, you know what? Again, you know me.
And you'll see that a lot more probably.
Exactly. Great business play. Hey, if people not going to do their homework, great business play. I mean, is it a little shady? Yes, but I mean, wow.
Oh yeah.
No, we don't. No, we don't. We what we do though is give out advice and our personal advice of what we do. That's the only thing we're allowed to do. Yeah. You said even Coinbase is hustling. Every all these businesses right now are jumping in. So
yeah. Late 90s internet bubble. Well, I mean, some people say that, but like we've said before, if we compare it, we're not even close. We still need, about 4 trillion more before we get close to it. So, but yeah, I mean, and plus it's money based. I don't think we've ever seen in the history of anybody that's been alive so far a transition to where so many people are involved in the money aspect of an economy. It's always been controlled by a few people. I mean, since forever. So just being able to control your own money at a time where we have all the technology to back it up. Because I mean, barter system back way back. You control yourself.
There we go, Tarek.
But we're taking bubble baths.
Bubble baths to the moon.
Okay.
If it's a bubble, hey, we in it.
Hey, whatever. We're gonna take a bubble bath. But yeah, it's all good.
Okay, so P-Man started talking about the frenzy. Yeah, when it comes to the frenzy right now, yes, but again, I really, we both really think 2018 the frenzy is gonna get even crazier. Like, I mean, people are just now finding out about it. They haven't saved up money for this. They haven't planned this. They just found out and they're like, all right, I got this money on deck right now. Let me just get in before it's too late. But now people are actually saving up and saying, you know what?
It's about to do.
And then again, Bitcoin's they've been saying it for forever. Next year, tax returns in the United States. Oh my goodness. These are the little things we look at people when it's like, all right, it's about to be tax season. We expect a rise in Bitcoin, or at least some type
Definitely
of
altcoins.
I was just about to say it's some type of coin. There's going to be a rise because when people get these tax returns, people are getting smarter about their investments. They're understanding the space, and they're going to say, hey, I'm not going to go spend this money on whatever BS I used to. Let me go ahead and throw it to crypto and see what happens. Since I've been hearing for a year straight now, everything's been sticking. So we'll see though. Yes, it's so many variables. Good point, Tarek. So many variables. So
thank you for joining, Pastor Sean Tyler.
Yep, BCash, Monero, Verge, Dash hit over $1,000 last couple of days. So
privacy coins and masternode coins are looking like the two big.
The masternodes are gonna be huge.
Yeah,
I gotta shout this comment out. Pilot 3 Sacks said no more cars for tax season. Let me buy my baby mama some coins.
Hey, you know what? You know what Bitcoin has really done? People are starting to save on buying things, and they're starting to buy crypto. Like I've never heard so many people say, "I'm not buying all this stuff for Christmas. I'm about to buy some more crypto. I'm about to buy some more of this. Put my family on it." And I've never heard that before for anything. Every now and then you have the one guy talking about stocks, or one guy talking about gold and silver. But the fact that I'm starting to hear language like fiat and fractional reserve money.
People talking about percentages now, percent gains.
Ask and bid. And I mean, what I'm basically seeing is what we call a renaissance. What you're starting to see,
we are in the
awakening.
We are in the middle of a renaissance.
We're in the middle of a renaissance of awakening of people to the one thing that is the source of what control comes from. So if you're trying to get, some semblance of freedom or what it's like to control your money, this is the first time you've been able to do that, and it's definitely the best time to get in, because I don't even want to think 5-10 years from now, the younger people or the people who are kind of laggards in the back, what they'll have to deal with, going forward. So as far as an investment, man, it's great time to be alive.
Good point. Found Click Enterprises said teaching people this is getting exhausting. You know what? It does. We won't lie. We tell people all the time, like, our phones are off the hook usually, but it is rewarding because Bitcoin Zay brought me along. He brought me along very quickly, but everybody had to bring somebody along. And the fact is that the paradigm shift that this is causing is worth it in the end. Because if not, we're going to see 2000, at least in the United States, we'll mess around and see 2008 again, where this whole thing crumbles before us and we have to pay for it from our tax dollars that we didn't even agree to.
Yeah.
So to me, I mean, that's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, and yeah, like Antonio said, I've said that before. And shout out to my digital sauce. He actually posted it on Instagram, but I was saying that on Twitter. I was saying, I can't look my grandkids in the face and tell them that when this crypto revolution happened, I just sat on the sideline and called it a bubble all day because I missed it, or I didn't get involved with it because I didn't understand it. Learn, read a book. I mean, we put out so much. We put out hundreds of hours of information and tutorials. So not just us. It's a lot of people that are in the crypto space. They'll give it to you for free. I mean, some people charge a small amount, but that's fine. And when you see what you make from it, so. Yeah, I couldn't look my grandkids in the face either, Antonio. Definitely not, down the road. Because, I mean, maybe your kids, because, some of them may be growing up. Some people have older kids. But, grandkids going down the line, man, I can't do it.
Yeah. So, we're seeing a couple coins. All right, so we have one more. I know we have one more good story. Oh, not a good story. Bitcoin Zay, and I fully support it, so I'm not going to say his own. We wanted to give a special someone a dinosaur of the day today.
Oh, yeah.
We waited to the end, but we have a new dino of the day. Now, this dinosaur isn't like the old ones we've seen before. He's relatively young, but he did escape out the park, and we wanted to call him out and make sure he come back home where he belongs.
Yeah.
Who is today's dino of the day?
Well, our dino of the day is our first Bitcoin dino, young Roger Ver.
Oh,
Shout
Roger
out to you.
Ver? What?
You are a new dinosaur.
Why is Roger Ver the dinosaur of the day?
Well, our dinosaurs of the day are usually bankers, investors, people who don't get it, people who want to see Bitcoin go away and see Bitcoin fail. And obviously, Bitcoin has been around long enough now that we have our own dinosaurs. People who are in Bitcoin so long, they forgot what Bitcoin was supposed to be.
They forgot what made them wealthy.
Yeah,
to be honest. They forgot what made them wealthy.
So, shout out to you, Roger Ver, for getting our dinosaur of the day. You definitely turned on Bitcoin, turned to Bitcoin Cash. Nothing against creating an altcoin, but don't try to say it's the real Bitcoin, please.
Oh, he spoke it. There it is. Now, I don't got a speaker today, but we got, let
it on one more time.
Let that Stegosaurus roar.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
So we're getting the Bitcoin dinos, so yeah.
So Roger Ver, you are officially our dinosaur of the day. It's quite unfortunate you started off as Bitcoin Jesus, you turned to Bitcoin Judas.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? You're right. I kind of caught the end of that comment. Which call it is next? Brian Armstrong.
Come on.
You're going to get one soon. Don't you worry, buddy.
Come on, brother.
We are on it. I'm glad his co-founder, the guy who graduated from Duke, so right up the street, we went to North Carolina State. Duke was all of 15 minutes away. He actually graduated our same year, so he's our same age. All that good stuff. I see why he left Coinbase now. He got his money. He did a good job starting a business. And he was like, you know what?
I'm out.
I'm gonna step away from what the direction this is going right now.
Oh, yeah.
So props to him for actually leaving that what's going on, because again, people, once you get immersed in the space, you're gonna see what Coinbase really is, and I'll just say it's pretty interesting.
Pretty interesting. Oh yeah.
Other than that, I did want to respond to a couple of comments from yesterday. Anya92 said, have you guys thought about leaving the States once you do well in the crypto environment, basically, if the U.S. government is crypto hostile? And we've answered that before a while ago, but yes.
Every day we talk about it.
We really talk about everything else. Like we've already scouted out some countries, we scouted out places. Next year, we keep telling people it's gonna be a lot going on. Some of that's going on next year. We're definitely gonna be traveling nationally and internationally. When we travel internationally, we're gonna be looking for that second home to at least get apartment or something in, just in case we do need to bounce around. But yes, we think about it every day because it's unfortunate, but we're being dictated to about a new environment, a new industry that the old people in charge have no clue what it even is. So yes, we do think about leaving all the time.
Oh yeah.
And then Lucas Hernamy asks advice on Bitcoin and taxes. Just started trading this year and have made some money in crypto. So again, we tell people it's up to you. What are your thoughts on it?
It's up to you. And Bitcoin.tax.
There you go.
If you want to do it, export the Excel sheet from whatever exchange you use.
Right.
Go to Bitcoin tax, upload it, and they'll do it from there. So yeah, it's up to you. Like I said, cryptocurrency taxes, capital gains is based on what you made. So yeah, it's up to you.
No, for sure. Just to be clear, we'll definitely be doing it as well.
Yeah.
But I can't even say a shake face. No, I'm just kidding. No, we'll definitely do it for real. But the only thing I'm leery about when it comes to taxing Bitcoin right now is the fact, again, they rush to the decision of taxes because, again, it's unfortunate, but the system's corrupt right now. I mean, call it for what it is. The system is corrupt. All they're seeing is a money grab, just like everybody else. So they're rushing to try to tax something. When you got the CFTC saying, well, it's a commodity. You got the SEC saying security. You got IRS saying it's a currency. You got different countries saying nothing. So now you're talking about taxing something. And my only worry is that we're going to pay these taxes next year, and then late next year or maybe 2019, they're going to revise the whole tax plan. And then they're going to be like, yeah, we know you gave us 80% of everything you made, but this year is only going to be 5%, 10%. Yeah. Oh, well, you're not giving me your money back either.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So that's the only thing about it. I kind of want to wait just to see how it develops, and then you got to fill out whatever form that's laden or whatever. But again, at the end of the day, it is up to each individual user because clearly this thing they can't control. They don't even want to talk about it. The U.S. is now coming out, of course, saying there's no threat to the economy. There's no threat to nothing. This is small. It's a niche market. So, quoting the new and the real Bitcoin Jesus, Andre Antonopoulos, I'm glad they believe that. Let's give us a couple more years.
True.
So, for the free Bitcoin day, what are we doing?
For the free Bitcoin, I want to know, what do you think is going to happen when BCash crashes? Because with Coinbase, it's a two-headed monster. It's not just BCash because it isn't ready for production. It's also the swirling scandal that's coming right now with insider trading. What do you think is going to happen with that? Do you think they'll actually do anything? Do you think if BCash drops heavily, that the people who wasn't able to sell on Coinbase, maybe somebody will sue, maybe somebody will say, hey, I put in a request for support because I couldn't do it, blah blah, and then now the price of BCash dropped through the floor. So I don't know. What do you think is going to happen with that whole situation? Whichever one has the best comment, good scenario, we'll send that free Bitcoin to you.
So again, put it in the quotes. Wait till after the video. Put it in the quotes. Again, people, for everybody watching on iGo on the Facebook, for the free Bitcoin, we give like $5 a Bitcoin every day, something small. It does add up after a while, clearly though. So go to the YouTube at Kirby Crypto, in quotes, put one more time?
Oh yeah, what do you think will happen with BCash and Coinbase?
Okay, what will happen with BCash and Coinbase?
And if you think BCash is gonna pump, hey, tell us why.
Yeah, tell us why, yeah. And then just to answer one last comment too, Sergeant Crypto, he said, are they gonna take my loss into consideration? That's my other thing with the taxes.
That's our big question.
For people who've been in it long enough, or even like literally in the past week who just bought Litecoin at $400, I've seen it. You can't lose money in the space. So that's my big thing when they're talking about already taxing it. It's like, well, are you going to take into account when I was locked out of this account for X amount of months and I couldn't get support online, I lost this amount of money?
Or people that bought the top on Digibyte, you going to give them that money back?
Digibyte. That's true.
You going to give them that money back?
Again, that's our thing with taxes is that for them to even come out and say, and again, this is just United States. I understand we got people from everywhere around the road, like, I don't know what you're talking about because we're not paying taxes over here. But again, for our United States, supporters and people watching, that's the double-sided, what's it called?
Double-sided sword.
Yeah, double-sided sword. Whatever. It's just like you're not accounting for losses. You only want to account for gains and profit and tax that. That is ridiculous. And again, the fact that this is being dictated to us without any type of vote or consensus makes the government a private organization when it's a public service.
Supposedly.
So we'll see. But again, thanks everybody for joining. If you like this, show, please thumbs up, share, all that good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And let's get some more people on this Bitcoin train, crypto train, so we all can help each other do a little bit better in life, huh?
Oh yeah, that's good.
All right, you all have a good one. We will see you all tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Take care.